All right, so let's talk a little bit about Silicon Slopes. You've probably heard of the term, but Silicon Slopes refers to Park City, the Salt Lake City metropolitan area, and extends all the way down the Wasatch Front to currently Provo, where we are. Its name is referencing the tech startup area, Silicon Valley, where, much like the Valley, it is a hub for software development, research firms, and information technology. The term Silicon Slopes was actually coined by Domo's CEO and founder, Josh James, who likened the word slopes to the mountains in the area. Right out to Silicon Valley, of course. Now, a little bit about Utah in general. Utah was voted the third fastest growing state, and this was largely in part due to the growth of industry-leading companies in the area. Some of those notable companies are 1-800-CONTACTS, Adobe, Ancestry.com, doTERRA, Domo, eBay, Lucid, of course, our favorite, Microsoft, Oracle, Proofpoint, Qualtrics, StubHub, Vivint, and Workday. In about 10 years, the fruit of all these companies' efforts to infuse K-12 education with STEM will start to bear. All these very good people talented with STEM research will be able to enter the workforce, kind of add more value to Silicon Slopes and the rest of Utah.
So Lucid is one of the many companies in the Silicon Slopes area, and one thing that's unique about it is its founder, Carl's son, actually was in Google prior to forming Lucid. But Carl had been with Google in a number of positions for a few years, and he met Ben Dilts at a conference. And as they spoke, they came up with a few ideas that really sparked their imagination. And Carl ended up leaving Google to start this new venture with Ben, who was a BYU grad in software development, who had also worked in a number of capacities, and he was a chief technology officer representing benefits. So they had a wide background of experience in different kind of technology areas. But so they had this idea for a new product that which ended up being Lucidchart. And so they came together and they worked on developing Lucidchart for a number of years, and they were about ready to release it, and they thought about it and they said, it's not quite ready yet, we need to be more patient. And so they decided to take extra time to work on it, be innovative, develop themselves, and make sure that they were ready and felt good about the product that they were releasing. And finally they came out with what was Lucidchart. And following Lucidchart's release, things really took off, and so they were able to keep working on that company. But so what makes Lucid so successful is the fact that they have a really unique company culture that focuses on the innovation and the developing employees specifically so that they can be the best that they can be.
All right, to start the cultural analysis, we looked at culture creation, which has two main parts: the industry demands and the founders' values and preferences. We found that the founders initially valued teamwork over ego, innovation in everything they do, individual empowerment, initiative, and ownership, and then passion and excellence in every area. As far as industry demands go, it's a software company, and so they need to create cutting-edge software, and customers and employees expect flexibility, and it's given to them. High potential grads want to work at tech companies like Google and Facebook because they're more innovative in nature. They give employees a deeper sense of purpose. They allow them to kind of go to the beat of their own drum, as it were. One example of this is at Lucid. They encourage their employees to spend 30% of their time on personal projects or individual innovation. This fosters a sense of entrepreneurism within the company to go along with their innovative focus. And so the early values and goals are kind of to create the next generation of web interface today or sooner if possible.
Perfect. So that brings us to cultural maintenance, starting off with attraction, retention, and attrition. These are things that Lucid is looking for in employees and attributes that are drawing employees to Lucid as well. And so they're looking for hardworking individuals that have very creative and entrepreneurial mindsets. They like to think outside the box and push the envelope a little bit. They are very collaborative and like to have fun inside the office and outside the office. Their office is situated right off the track station, allowing employees to either ride to work or take their car to work as well. They're very eco-friendly and look for employees that are as well. As far as employee onboarding goes, they are all assigned what they call pathfinders, whose sole job is to be like a mentor and a friend within the company for each of the new hires. They're there to help them develop and grow personally, as well as fill the role that they are there to fill. They're also asked in the onboarding process how they like to be corrected, as well as how they like to be recognized. That way they can help them feel valued and appreciated. The leadership, as far as leadership goes within Lucid, is very flat as far as the hierarchy goes. They like to have a breakfast with all the new hires every summer. They take the time to get to know them and answer any questions that the new hires have. They also are encouraged to meet with leadership and ask questions outside of this event as well. We met with Gregory Shabuto, who is an intern there right now, and he was talking about how he's spoken with the CFO on a few occasions, both work-related and then also personal, to help further develop his career and kind of figure out what he's wanting in the long term. They provide employees with very great benefits, as a lot of other companies do. But most notably, the flexibility of their work-life balance. They provide the opportunity for employees to work from home as long as they are getting their work done and being effective with their time. And so, kind of to wrap it all up, the ultimate cultural analysis that we came up with is we believe that they were an adhocracy, primarily because they're internally focused. They offer flexibility and creativity when it comes to workflow, and they promote innovative ideas and really push the envelope as far as creativity and other things go.
So Lucid Software is an awesome company, but we did notice that there were a few improvements that could be made. They really only have 2 product offerings at the moment. That's Lucid Chart and Lucid Press. And it seems like they could capitalize on all the hype around the company by investing more money in R&D so that they can produce new products and increase sales. Lucid claims to have innovation as one of its core values, but the fact that it only offers 2 products doesn't seem super innovative to us. Lucid could improve by branching out and finding more holes in the market where their software could be useful. And they could accomplish this by having an HR manager reach out to more people and spend more time recruiting so that they can get top talent in the company.
Alright, so my brother Nathan Taylor just got an internship at Lucid, and we asked him to answer a few questions for us about his experience with Lucid thus far. And so here's Nathan Taylor.
My interview with Lucid was about 4 hours long. It was completely a technical interview. During the interview, I was given a series of problems to solve by different engineers. Each engineer was very helpful though, and was willing to answer questions and help me out through the process. They didn't leave me just working on it on my own, which I found very helpful. I also found it really indicative of their culture and the way that they practice it. One of their core values that I've heard a lot from employees at Lucid is teamwork over ego. I really felt like they were judging my capacity to communicate and collaborate and work through solutions not on my own, but utilizing the engineers around, including the interviewer. Lucid has put a lot of effort into making the space that they work in very fun, very open, very inviting. From a software engineering perspective, I think Lucid is successful because they have a product that works, that is exciting, and they really do a lot to keep their engineers excited to work.